again. Play that again.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to learn how to add bounce to your beats. So I have this simple setup already set up. Nothing too crazy. Loop off of my Mercury loop kit. If you want to go get that, link will be in the description, pretty sure. But I'm going to show 3 ways. First one is going to be 808 rolls. Second one is going to be when to drop a hit. I don't know the technical term. And then third is hi-hats. So the first one is going to be the rolls. And I'm kind of going for like a future style of rolls. So let's just get a quick pattern going. So this is our pattern. Something really simple. So to change that, with 808 rolls, you really want to be careful because you don't want too many at like weird times. And then also you don't want to overdo your rolls. So you don't want like a beat that'll go because it doesn't sound that cool. So what I do is I'll have one hit, a pause, one hit, roll, hit, then hit. So what I mean by that is one hit, pause, hit, roll, hit. So, and then another hit down there. And then I also switch it up at the second half. So when we have that pause in the first, you have more hits in the second, just so it catches the listener off guard and it creates variety in your patterns. And then also we can do, let's make this an 8-bar loop, and then have like the second, change up, then you can also experiment with triplets. So something like that. You just want to keep them pretty spread out to where you don't have too many in a row. And you want to have like be in a place that makes sense. So you don't want like a dun brrr, bum. You just want it to make sense. So I usually do it towards the end of the first 2 bars to lead up into the 3rd bar. And so it just really depends on where you think it should go based off your beat. So here we have the whole one. So that's kind of the future bounce that I'm talking about. Next one we have the Jetson bounce. That's what I call it just because I see him use it a lot. And that's where it goes bump, bump, bump. So we can have, let's set this up. So we have this right here. Dun. So it's really simple. This one's a lot easier to kind of incorporate because it's really simple. You don't have to like worry about if it's too much or too little. Is change where the 808 hits on the downbeat on the first beat on the pattern. So you have that the first half, and then the second half repeat the same thing, but change where that fourth 808 hits. So and then switch it up. So, like, let's just listen to it real fast. So, if you kind of see what I mean, is you don't want it to be the exact same thing, but it's traditionally supposed to hit on that one. But if we move it to the second beat, you give the listener a little bit more like, oh, I thought it was supposed to hit here, it hit here. And then on the next one, they're thinking it's gonna hit on the second one, and then it hits on the first one again. And then also, something that will greatly improve your bounce, and just kind of your 808 patterns in general, is using different octaves and different keys. So you don't want to keep your 808 hitting on like E the entire time. Go from like E to maybe F to C to D. So like here you can see the variety. We have it on A, goes to B, then goes to C. So because it feels like you're going up and then down, up, if that makes sense. And then especially whenever you go down using 808s, it creates a cool kind of effect, like right here. So like a lot of people will put that at the end of their pattern. So like, let's move that there, and then right here. So it creates more movement in it. And don't be afraid to use high notes, like high 808s, like, okay, not that high, but like, like notes that aren't traditionally used, because a lot of the whole point of an 808 is bass. It's to hit, just rumble everything. And those higher notes 808s don't really get that done, but it creates a cool effect. And it creates, in my opinion, it makes, when it hits lower, it hits it even harder, just because it gives the speakers a little bit of room to kind of adjust to like high, and it eliminates the low, and then it hits it with all the low. So that's the second thing. And the last one is the hi-hats. So hi-hats are one of the main, hi-hats in the 808, in my opinion, or the kick, is the heart of the beat, just because they bring the energy. So like that has no energy, but because that gives you something constant to listen to. But like we have Wheezy, who does crazy hi-hats, Pyrex, everyone. So you just want to be careful on what it is. I usually put them where there's nothing going on, drum-wise. So like kick, 2 hi-hats, then open hat, then claps, like right there, and then So, oh, not done yet. So something like this. So it creates more movement in them and doesn't keep them as simple. And then like you add on. And then you just want to make sure they're not going too crazy, even though it can sound good, but if you don't know how to do it right, you don't want them too crazy. You want to start off simple, and then as you kind of get more experience, you build it off of there. So, I mean, yeah, that's, oh, and then another, I wasn't going to mention this because I don't really use it, but another tip is, let me just get the trusty old rack kick, is to off hit your kick. So what I mean by that is so like here. Is don't have your kicks hit right on the 808, do it like a little before, a little after. Creates movement. I don't really do it as much just because it's not my style, but that is something that you can do. So yeah, just want to make this quick video, let y'all know about that. Like and subscribe, drop anything you want below, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.